Kansas City, what's good? It is Ree and Janaé, and you are now listening to or watching, whatever you're doing, another episode of Black Degreed and Unfiltered 2.0. Every time. My mom loved that, by the way. She was watching it and she's like, I really enjoyed the DJ sound. I like it. I think it's cool. The people should be excited. I don't have beef with nobody this week because y'all are subscribing and sharing. I don't know. I've been seeing them. They've been going up a little bit.
There was something else I forgot to tell you. I will not be telling you on camera, but I will tell you later.
But yes, the subscriptions have been going up. Y'all have been liking. Y'all have been tweeting. I don't know about TikTok because she handles TikTok.
People have been following us on TikTok.
Following and interacting.
Yeah, I haven't checked it in a minute.
That makes us happy because we were harassed.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for supporting us. Support you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for liking and sharing. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Tell your friends.
When we premiered the episode, the live chat, you guys were interacting. We was trying to, respond back and forth as much as we can. We're a two-man team, okay? Yeah. So it'd be a lot.
And sometimes just 1.5 because I be doing other stuff.
But we're so excited that you guys are enjoying the new content, enjoying the new episode. We're glad to be back. I'm excited to be back. I look forward to recording.
Me too.
It's been a while, man. So we back. That was just say that every time. We back. I'm excited. But yeah. So, before we get into all of our topics, how you been, friend? You good?
I'm fine.
Fine. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's good.
It's my off day. I love that.
I know that's right.
My brother's birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
yeah.
Jaden.
That's right. 24.
That's 24.
Yes.
Wow, I remember a time. No, I'm kidding.
So we'll be getting together tomorrow for his big birthday party because
we might have
a very
to
competitive group of folks.
Do some behind the scenes content because it gets serious.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize until you said. I think the last time we recorded this is the 5-year.
The 5th one.
Wow. We've been,
the Jungle Juice Olympics.
Jungle Juice Olympics. It gets serious because, it's a bunch of us. We get real competitive real quick, okay?
Nobody likes to lose.
No, and they be cheating. I say it on air because y'all, you know who I'm talking to.
I this year have made contentions for anybody who feels like something wasn't fair. But I also will be wearing a white shirt with stripes that looks like a referee because at the end of the day, I get the final say.
Did you get a whistle this year?
I might get one.
You need to get a whistle. Yeah. Gotta get a whistle. Yeah. But yes, Jungle Juice
make it to the store.
Olympics, 5-year running, and I'm excited about that too because, like I said, I'm very competitive. It's a competitive group of people, and we play games, and hey.
And people be slipping and sliding around like they're not almost 30, and that is fun to watch.
Hey. All of us, our inner children, we just, we'll worry about the soreness the next day. But we in there.
It gets serious.
But yeah.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, enjoying my summer. I'm looking at the calendar, realizing that it is slowly dwindling down.
Yeah, it is.
I will be back to 5 a.m. mornings very shortly, and I'm not excited about it. But I have a plan.
5 a.m. is nasty. 5 a.m. is nasty.
That's why I became a coffee drinker, in the last year or so. But I'm still trying to get there. I'm still very basic, a little bit of vanilla cream. That's it. I don't really. Coffee. So I used to be more of a tea drinker.
I don't like tea either.
But,
What do you like? Water and juice.
Oh my God. I love tea. But now that I'm up at 5, I just, how we
need something.
You know how when it's cold, you go out there and start your car and it just gives you a little. That's how I be feeling at 5 o'clock. So I just be needing a little coffee. But I'm still not
up.
Yeah. I want to be like the people that order the coffee with the half. I don't know. It'd be a lie. I want a long order coffee. So I need help. Yeah. Send me coffee suggestions.
When I get things, when it's cold, I get white hot chocolate with
white hot chocolate
because I like white hot chocolate. I like white chocolate.
That sounds like something I need to be.
It's fantastic. And then I get mine with oat milk because lactose.
Okay, oat milk.
And then with caramel drizzle.
Okay.
Which really is not that fancy of an order, but it sounds fancy.
That is fancy.
And it's very good.
But I don't hear the.
Oh no, there's no coffee.
I need that.
No. I would say get a white chocolate mocha because then you get the coffee part.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need you to write that down so I can. I like trying drinks now because like I said, I be needing that little jolt in the morning. It's so early. And then in the wintertime when it's cold and it's just dark, I
like to point out when serious conversations are happening early in the morning. Like yesterday, I was driving and I was talking to Siri, and my sentence was, "I really didn't expect to be having this conversation at 7:32 this morning."
That's my life.
What are we talking about?
That's my life. The serious conversation, serious emails, and I always look at the time like this was on your mind.
And I let people know. You know what time it is? I told my mother when she sends me like serious paragraphs that I need her to start my day at least with good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Because don't just hit me with a bunch of stuff first thing when I wake up.
Or don't start my day with don't start asking me questions or asking me to do things. Say good morning first.
To me.
Say good morning first. Ask me how I'm doing. Dang, I'm right there with you.
Today somebody texted me and they said good morning, and I replied back, and their next message was "you're mean," and I was like, again, it's 8 a.m. Certainly, I've not been mean to you before 8 a.m. But that's another topic.
Conclusion, say good morning before you start asking.
Start people's day right.
Yeah, don't just come at me. Can you? No, I cannot. Good morning to you too. But yeah, so we've got a few topics today, and then we have a show topic. We're gonna read some of your comments from our last show. We have some random tidbits. So my first random tidbit, and then I said I wasn't gonna talk about.
Well, okay. So first, I don't know if the people know. This is what when we just talk about all the random stuff that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
What we call it is random tidbits.
Random tidbits.
Because it could be about anything from anywhere.
I keep forgetting some of you are new here.
Yeah.
So yes, our first segment of our show is random tidbits. Yes. So I would like to talk about Mimosa Fest. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I didn't know what it was, but there was a little event here in Kansas City, like maybe 2 weeks ago, called Mimosa Fest. And so what it was supposed to be is like a bar crawl. I will be honest and say I've never attended a bar crawl before. Okay.
Me neither.
This was my first attempt at that. And because the thing that they did was they had this app where you check in each place, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you get a prize of some sort.
For going to all the places?
For going to the places. Well, at each place you check into. So if you check into the first bar or whatever, you may get like a free drink, or you may get like they had like a prize table. You may get that. So here's the thing. There were 5 places in the Westport area. If you're from Kansas City, it was all in the Westport area. There were 5 places. Me and my friends, we had VIP tickets. So VIP was supposed to get there at 11. And then,
the Regos
get there at 1, not the Rego. GA get there at 1.
The Generals.
So when you're looking in the app to see the spots that you can go to. Now there's 5 spots on this crawl. One of them was the starting point. One of them you could not access till after 1:30. One of them you could not access till after 2:30. And the other spot didn't have any of the Mimosa Fest specials. So essentially,
they just wanted to be involved.
I'm getting there at 11 a.m. as a VIP VIP ticket holder, and I can only go to 2 spots, which was annoying because VIP was at 11 and GA was at 1.
Right.
So
what was the point of VIP?
Yeah. What was the point of VIP? Then so there was the event staff, and then there was the staff that worked at said restaurants and bars. None of the staff that actually worked at the bars and at the restaurants knew what was going on. Like, they were just as surprised. Like, they didn't. All these people showing up with tickets, and they're like, they didn't even know what was happening. And it was very much like you could tell that they didn't know what was happening because the check-in spot, their restaurant wasn't even ready. Like, go to the restroom, there's no toilet paper, there's no paper towels. It's
What's
like
happening?
It was like, did y'all know y'all was having an event today?
Right.
It was like, actually, no, we didn't know we were having an event today. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Go to the second place. They every place was supposed to have food specials, but they didn't. No. They didn't really. Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know. And then like the places that did have where you could get the VIP food, it was literally like loaded tater tots in a parfait, and it was just like, this is not
what goes along with mimosas anyway.
This wasn't also
organized. Yeah.
This wasn't worth the VIP ticket cost, which I mean it wasn't that much, but it's like I could have just came at GA, and then you also, oh, that was the other thing. So when we get the gifts, you get your, you're checking in the app. Your tickets say that the VIP stuff is over at 5, but the restaurant stopped honoring them at 3. So we're going in and checking in. Mind you couldn't get into 2 of these restaurants until after 1, and they're like, oh, we're not honoring the VIP. So we've got like free drinks or maybe half off an entree, and we couldn't even get them because the restaurants stopped honoring them before the ticket time. So remember that conversation we was having last episode about logistics?
In Chicago.
This would be one because it has the potential to be a good event. It has the potential to just be bigger than it was. I don't know if this is their first time doing this or whatever, but I would say as somebody who attempts, one of my friends says I'm a socialite. I'm not really a socialite, but as someone who attempts to be a socialite and tries to be social and goes to like, hey, I don't really want to go to a club. I don't really want to do this. I'll go to an event like this. Right. That was awful. And
could have just went to brunch.
Yeah, I could have just went to brunch and had a better time than that. And so, yeah, we just got to tighten up on our logistics and maybe let the people know that you're having an event that are working there.
That's nuts.
Because it was not. And I sent an email and I took the survey and I gave my feedback.
Tyrese loves to call corporate.
And I do. Let me tell you something. I do not. I get everybody has bad days. I understand. Things don't go right, but just blatant bad customer service or
at your event,
at your event, or not doing what said event said. Why am I here at 11 and 3 of the places that I can go to aren't even ready till 2:30 or don't have the things that, I'm gonna call your corporate or send an email. I like to give feedback. Everybody deserves feedback. And I feel like when you spending your money, you need to get what you pay for. And I don't think I got what I paid for. So.
And summer should be fun.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
It was fun because of who I was with. Yeah. But as the event, we could have just went to the restaurants by ourselves. So yeah, Mimosa Fest, do better. Do better.
If you have some brunch spot recommendations, send those this way.
We love
If
brunch.
You want some brunch spot recommendations, ask us. We have them.
Yeah, we love brunch.
We love brunch.
Yeah. So, Mimosa Fest,
if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching, I have suggestions. Put me on the team. I help.
Listen.
I'm very logistically sound. So that was my my random tidbit, my local random tidbit, because sometimes you have to let the people know what's going on in Kansas City, and that was not it. Okay. Anyway, so moving on, our next random tidbit is very stressful for me, and I have thoughts, questions, comments, and concerns, all of those things. So the Diddy verdict. First of all, they got done deliberating way quicker than I thought they were going to. And before I read the verdict, I will say I thought that I didn't think that they were going to charge him on the RICO, but I thought that everything else was going to be guilty. And unfortunately, that was not the case. So Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution and not guilty on racketeering, conspiracy, and 2 counts of sex trafficking. So he was only found guilty on the transportation of individuals for prostitution. I was actually very shocked at that verdict. I don't know. Were you shocked?
I wasn't shocked about the RICO because it's kind of like what we talked about last time, where I was like, a RICO is a hard thing to do.
Prove,
because RICO was created for the mob.
Yeah.
And when you say a criminal enterprise, you have to be like, everything he's doing is for crime. And I feel like the moment that anybody came up and was like, well, yes, some people did put out albums. Okay, so everything that he was doing wasn't for crime. Yeah. And so that's what I was saying last time. Like, RICO is it's an easy thing to overreach for.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to bring back. So I wasn't super surprised by that. I was a little surprised by the sex trafficking, but I heard a lot of people talking about you can't necessarily confirm sex trafficking because they were together for so long. So you can't be like, was she being trafficked for 11 years? And I think that was the part that they had an issue with. So I think I put on Facebook, I was like disappointed but not surprised, because it's kind of what I expected, not all of what I expected. Yeah. But kind of.
I think that's why I'm surprised, because like I said, I thought that the RICO was the only thing that they weren't going to be able to prove. Mm-hmm. But I guess I don't understand how you can be guilty of transporting individuals for prostitution, but that not be trafficking.
Well, because I think there was a sex trafficking of Cassie.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they didn't charge him with. But bringing in all the random strangers, that's illegal regardless.
Gotcha.
So that was the thing that they were saying. So I think that's why. But I legally, of course, you got to go with what you can prove.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
You saw the video. You saw how terrible he was.
I think that's where my confusion was. Is you guys saw all of these things. Literally had to watch, the videos,
hours.
Heard the testimonies, heard the text messages, heard the voice recordings. And so it's kind of like, why or how? And the jury had a hard job to do, considering all the evidence that was given and then taken away and then given and then taken away. And then you had to disregard this. But he still is guilty, right. Found guilty on 2 charges, and he still faces up to 20 years in prison. So, and he also is not getting indicted. Not indicted. Is that the word?
No.
What am I trying to say?
Not sure.
October sentencing.
Oh, released, not getting released on bond.
No, he's not getting released on bond, but he's getting sentenced in October, not indicted.
Yeah.
See,
I'm not indicted is at the beginning.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm not a lawyer. Yeah. But he will be getting sentenced in October, and he will not be released, so he will remain behind bars until then.
Yeah. My thought is that since the judge also had to sit in there, because people are like, well, maybe he'll get like 2 to 5. I need the judge to throw the book at him, because I understand he didn't get all the stuff. He still did terrible things. Yeah. You saw the terrible things he did. Make up for it.
Yeah. And it feels like the judge ain't been playing games. So I don't think that he'll get a light sentence, but I also don't think that he'll get
20.
Yeah, the 20.
I
think we'll get a, right in between there.
Hope, whatever, is that making him sit in there till October is like kind of setting the foundation of being like, no, this was still serious.
Yeah, very much so. And then it was his lawyers trying to say, well, he's not a flight risk, and let him go back to his Miami home. In Miami? You need to stay right. You want to go to Miami?
No, friend.
Ain't no way. So again, our thoughts and prayers go to the victims.
Even that too. All the people who wrote in after the fact talking about, well, no, they don't feel safe, like letting them out on bail and all this because they tested. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, and I don't know if it's like required or anything, but I don't even think that the prosecution, like, at least I didn't see them make a statement after the fact. And it's like, well, guys, somebody needs to say something, just because this was super, super public, and it was a super not great win, super not great loss.
I think they're gonna go with the not saying anything is better than saying it. Like, that's what it feels. That's what it feels like at this point. And I think everybody's just waiting to see what's gonna happen in October. Yeah. So, we will be back with coverage. It will be. It will be nuts again, because let me tell y'all, social media just. Oh God, it's an
awful place.
It is an awful place, because it's just like, why? Some of your thoughts and opinions.
Everybody has an opinion, but everybody's opinion doesn't have to be shared, which is very interesting coming from 2 people who talk in front of a microphone. But still,
it be the people with kids that say crazy things. Like, that's a whole nother episode. It's no whole nother episode, but I have thoughts.
To be fair, I think it is this episode, but you feel free, whatever.
Yeah. So prayers and thoughts to the victims, because that's a lot. It's a lot going on. It was a crazy case. So we'll be back in October with updates.
As will they.
Yeah, as will they. So speaking of, did we send him an award last week? Or I think you did. Speaking of Diddy, and we did a segment last week where we say, what would your award choices be? And we said we would read them on live today, or on the show today. So we had 3 more award choices from the comments.
2 more enlistees.
Which was B. Simone, Krishan Rock, and RG3. So
no, RG3 was in there. I just have new thoughts.
Okay. So B. Simone. Here's the thing. Everything I know about B. Simone is against my will. I just don't understand. Like,
she's a grifter.
It's just so much always. I've
not been a fan of B. Simone since her Wildin' Out days. Was never a fan.
Yeah, she wasn't Wildin' Out.
Yeah, that's where she started and got big. Is
it?
For me anyway.
Oh,
I don't know, but I don't. I feel like an old lady because I have a problem with people who are too loud, and I'm a loud person. I also have a problem with people who are too loud. So. I don't really know where it came from, but I feel like all she do is holler.
Yeah,
not a fan. Wasn't a fan of her then. And then her whole shtick being that she was looking for a boyfriend and she loved a baby and all this stuff. Sure. And now you a devout Christian who's all like, why are the people having sex before marriage? What's wrong? What's going on? What's going on?
Like, she don't know which personality she wants.
Because she's a grifter. She don't know who she want to be. She don't know what audience she want to reach. Also, how you preaching up there in short shorts? What's happening?
I did see that.
I don't even know who suggested her for war, but I have a lot of thoughts about her.
It was in the comments. Somebody suggested B. Simone for war.
I'm just always so confused. It's just nothing about what she's doing is authentic to any semblance of anything because it switches every month. Who do you want to be? Pick one person. If you want to be all over the baby and that's just what your brand is, sure. And when that was her brand,
like the rapper, the baby.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan, yes. And like that was your whole brand. It was, I'm looking for a boyfriend. Sure, have it. Now you preaching and everybody who's looking for a man shouldn't be in the Bible instead. What's happening here? That's why I'm not a fan. I don't like her. It's War. Yeah.
Our next is Krishan Rock. So I'm at that age where I don't even know where people come from, and I just don't even feel like getting the backstory. And so I have no idea where Krishan Rock came from. I don't care. But
do you want to know?
Well, you can tell me the back.
I don't know all of her backstory. I know that she was once an athlete. She was like a super tracky runner athlete.
Oh.
Yeah, on NBC they had that show with like Ultimate Tag. She was on there. She was a tagger.
See, would not even know.
Then she linked up Blueface and
Bust Down Tatiana.
Yeah.
See, I'm at that.
Oh, you didn't even know that? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so her and Blueface have a kid together.
Okay, I knew she had a kid. I didn't know that was
him.
Oh, okay.
And they are very toxic. They're very not great.
Hey,
she has a tattoo of him on her face, or she used to. I don't know if it's there or not. Very unclear.
I just see her all the time.
Fight each other. It's not good.
And I just never know. I wasn't interested enough to get the backstory.
And that's all
However,
right.
I will say that when someone posted that she'd be drafted into the war, she was on my radar so that we could talk about it. And then yesterday, well, I don't know if it was yesterday, but I saw it yesterday. She did a interview where she was talking about Toni Braxton and Tamar Braxton. You know how I feel about it? But it...
Okay, because they had a thing a couple years ago, her and Tamar.
Where I guess Tamar invited her on stage and she ended up smacking or punching somebody.
Yes.
The Petty Pies guy.
Yes.
And there was a lawsuit.
Yes.
Well, the interview I saw, she was talking about how basically Tamar and Toni was using her for clout.
Yeah, she said that years ago, and that was nuts. It's still nuts. It was
Toni?
Nuts then, it's nuts now.
Michelle Braxton?
Okay.
Because y'all, if you don't know how I feel about Toni Braxton, please. I just don't be having the words. Because
I want people to stop thinking that people are using them for clout.
Please.
When people are clearly bigger than you. Which, funny enough, will lead into my next point. But go ahead.
I just don't. I thought she was like a reality show star or something, and I just didn't. Which I guess you said that. But again, why would anybody be using you for clout at their own sold out concert? Let's start there. And then two, you just got a lot going on. Cause wasn't she like a gospel rapper at some point, or came out with a gospel song? That's where I saw. I don't know.
She's a rapper.
I can't keep up. She had made like a gospel song. She had performed at somebody's church or something like that.
That was news to me. I'm learning that right now today.
I need everybody to just relax. Like, just relax. So yeah, Krishan Brock. You like to fight people? War. War.
She does like to fight.
What are you doing? I don't. Anyway, we're moving on. RG3.
As a side note, I would also like to amend my war list because I forgot to put 50 Cent on it. And if 50 Cent has no haters, I am no longer here. I can't stand Curtis Jackson. So he's a bad dad. I think he's a bad person. He's not nice to women. War. As a side note, RG3. So
maybe he's a problematic fave for me because I like Power. Sorry.
Get him out of here. I wouldn't get stars to watch that show for years because I will not support 50 Cent. I didn't watch Power because I have watched it until it made it to Hulu. Because I was already paying for Hulu.
I got it.
I was not giving any money to Curtis.
I got you.
But RG3. So last week I said that he hadn't done anything substantially terrible, but he still
yesterday.
Because how dare you? And also, you trying to create this one-sided beef with Angel Reese, I don't really understand. You trying to create the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark for your ratings, I don't understand that either. Yeah. But then, my issue... So what happened was Angel Reese is going to be the cover for the WNBA copy of 2K26. Yeah. And so, great. Yay. Hooray. Also, TMZ, messy because their statement was Angel Reese is the cover, not Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all?
War.
But, of course, the racists started being racist and made a cover with her being a monkey, da-da-da-da. One person that I had seen had shared it, and their page had like 200 followers.
I hadn't even seen the post.
Exactly. Yeah. I hadn't seen it either until this man decided to share it on his thing. Which, that's my first problem, is I feel like he always has a platform that he opens up to let people hate on black women.
Yeah.
Why? You don't have to do that. You can literally say
nothing.
You can say nothing and everybody moves on about their day. Every time you in the news, it's about something negative. Do something good for a change. Get in the news for something positive. Give some money to charity. Do something different. I'm so sick of it. And so you've now taken this post that nobody had seen pretty much and have shared it on your page to the thousands of people.
Yeah.
With the statement being like, this is not okay. And if you would have just said that, sure. Yeah. But you said, this is not okay. Racism is bad, which again, yes. But then carried on to be like, I haven't said much about Angel Reese, which lies. But Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, since the whole hate issue that you again made up. But then also said, but Angel Reese shared a video that was causing death threats to your family and your kids and all this stuff, which again, I don't even know what you're talking about. So clearly it wasn't shared very well. Because what do you mean? And then said somebody from her inner circle called and confirmed with you that she does hate Caitlin Clark. Nigga, you sound crazy.
And then Angel Reese's mom was like, actually, you don't even know. You don't even know who's in her inner circle.
Why would they call you?
Of all people.
Of all people. You. Sir, one, your sport is football. At the very bare minimum, your sport is football. 2, you don't know these girls.
At all.
3, who's paying attention to what you're talking about? The last time you were in the news, it was for being weird, calling your wife Milk all the time. Nobody's coming to...
his wife Milk? Yes.
You know why? Because she's Caucasian. That's exactly my point. Anytime you're in the news, it's for being a weirdo.
Yeah, definitely being weird.
So no, Angel Reese's inner circle isn't going to call you and be like, you're right, she does hate that girl. Because what does that even sound like? What?
And I just want to say, like, for the people think that you can't like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, or you can't like Angel Reese without hating Caitlin Clark, you know, or vice versa, like, it's dumb. First of all, and I say it's dumb because they, like, if we want to talk about the sport of it all, like, it's basketball at the basic minimum. And if we're talking about I think it's because they try to say, well, Caitlin Clark is the better player. But when it comes down to the championships and what really mattered,
where's the rings at? Because she's saying you can't not like both. Personally, I think you can.
Well, no. I'm not saying that you can't not like. I'm saying people feel like the people that feel like
you can only like one or the other. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying I do only like one, not the other.
Now I respect Caitlin Clark as a basketball player for the game. I won't take away her game, but as far as her sportsmanship, her attitude on the court, not a fan. Not a fan. That's me. But I love Angel Reese though.
I just think that it's so nuts. I think that a lot of it goes back to kind of what you're saying, people not being able to separate one from the other. Like, if I like her, I can only like her. I can't do anything else. But it makes me so, it irritates me so much that now so much of the NBA is focused around this one person because of, in my opinion, what she looks like and where she's from. Because she's a white girl from the middle of Iowa, and it's like, she can shoot a 3. Okay, but what else? Where's the rings at? That's really the whole thing. And I'm not even a rings girly all the time. No. But it's just I'm
right there with you, though.
And that's really what it boils down to is like, okay, but at the end of the day, basketball's a team sport. And you can like one without the other. And there are so many people who are weird about it now. Yeah. And so it's just that is so nuts to be like, her family called and confirmed that she hates her. So, and what if she does? I guess that's really my point. If she does hate her, then what? They gonna square up about it? Yeah. No.
I guess that's what they're saying is it's the hate is coming up on the court. I guess that's what they're saying. But at the end of the day, like, basketball gets like that. It's a contact sport.
And also, she's been out for like 16 games, so it's really not on the court that much. I don't know. I think we should all move on from it. I'm so tired of it. And then, like, when you watch the real analyst, not RG3, who's, again, sport is football, but when you watch, like, how they've been able to dissect Caitlin Clark's game in this year, people now know how to stop her, and the people are like, and they're cheating. Shut up. Shut up. Because, again, when you get into the big leagues, things like this are going to happen. Yeah. You know why she was hooping? Because she was out in Iowa. Who's out in Iowa? Nobody. Yeah. That's it. That's all.
And you got to come up against these vets,
right? Who've been playing for years, who do have rings, who know
who do have rings.
Because I feel like that's important to mention.
She's never gonna let it go. Exactly. Is that right up there with Alicia Keys?
If she get a ring, I'll let it go. And really, technically, my beef with her is different.
I got you.
I'll let that go. But I don't know. I compare it to the same way Jamar Chase runs his mouth. Where's your rings at, baby? Like, he'd be like, Patrick, I don't know if he really said Patrick Mahomes is like similar to Kirk Cousins without Travis Kelce, but if he did, friend,
where your rings at?
I think I sent him to war last time, but just in case.
Come back and then go back again. That's what she's saying. So those are our award choices that you guys gave us on that random tidbit. So jumping back to logistics, let's talk about the Essence Music Festival. Okay, I have always wanted to go to the Essence Music Festival. It's like I can't remember what they said in Girls Trip, but it's like the Mecca of Black women. The weekend is always 4th of July weekend. Is concerts and vendors. Is great.
All the things.
But this year was not that great.
Allegedly,
from audience, from artists. Mm-hmm. Logistically, it was crazy. Apparently, they were charging extra for the Super Soul Lounge. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Something like that. Super Soul Lounge, and that was once not. You'd have to pay for that. So I did see Essence statement on that. They tried to do something new, and they was like, "Hey, we didn't get it right." So after we saw that was like the first night. Yeah. After we saw that, I thought it was all great. But like watching TikTok and scrolling through Twitter, people were tweeting. And showing, what was going on, and the entire event was running behind. So much though that Lauryn Hill didn't come on till 2:30, and it wasn't her fault. This time,
which is new.
This time, it wasn't her fault. But how do you have an event for all of these years and still can't get it together to the point where the artists that were performing, Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills
if
you're watching, she sent an open letter.
Oh my,
with
letterhead,
a letterhead to Essence about how the logistics was not great. It was less than organized. It wasn't professional. For somebody that's been in the game as long as Stephanie Mills has been, you know, it's like, this is not what we look forward to. This is not what we expect. And then Money Long made a TikTok. I don't know if you saw it. Money Long made a TikTok yesterday where she was saying because they were so behind, she didn't get to sound check. They didn't have her sound right. They didn't have their mics turned up. They had the wrong type of fans on stage, and like there was a bunch of like dust and stuff in the fans. So she's on stage and they got these, you know, caked up with dust fans blowing in her face, and she's trying to sing, and it was just horrible. So Essence Fest.
Well, you know they got a new owner.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yes, that's what I got. They did get a new owner, and also Target is one of their bigger sponsors, which people were saying that they tried to do some little incognito stuff, and instead of having the red bullseye, it was pink. And it was kind of like blended. I did see the video. It was blending in, and y'all was up in there getting y'all Target. We supposed to be boycotting Target, but y'all was in there getting y'all freebies and stuff like that. So I did see a lot of videos where they were saying, you know, a lot of people were boycotting Essence this year because Target was still their sponsor. And so that may have had a lot to do with it. But I think that it's just the economy that we're in as well, because Essence is not a cheap trip. Yeah. And they sell out the year before. Like, we already late on 2027. Yeah. You just start planning for 2028. Yep. Like, 2026, don't even think about it. Yeah. You late for just start thinking about 2028 because it sells out that quickly. Lodging and, you know, the tickets. And so I think that these big organizations that are having these events have to be mindful of, one, the economy we're in, and two, who your sponsors are.
So with that, I think my guess, because Target's been a sponsor, my guess is they have a contract with them. So you can't default on that if you already have it.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's a thing. But also, Target been trying to get real sneaky lately.
Yeah, they have been.
They've been paying black allegedly paying black influencers on social media to just like randomly start talking about their products again. They've been having all these black hands and all their little TikTok videos. Listen, the people aren't dumb.
I was gonna say, they also have been, because I collect vinyl records, and so like the Target ad will pop up and it's all like, oh, Kendrick Lamar, damn, it's on sale, or they're having like a black music sale.
I've been seeing Cheez-It.
Yeah,
commercials.
Yeah, no. So Target is definitely being slick. So the boycott is working. I ain't been to Target in so long.
Me either.
I have 2 Target gift cards that I have not used because I just don't.
I went to Best Buy the other day and past Target, and I said,
shaking my head.
Yeah, because I haven't walked into Target since. It's
been a while.
Yeah,
I ain't not at all this year. Yeah. Are y'all actually not going to Target? Because I know there are people who are going to Target. So I mean,
if you are going to Target, I am judging you. Please know that. Look at my face.
I was just about to say, no judgment.
Right there. No. A lot of judgment in the camera. Yeah. Judgment.
I was literally about to say no judgment.
No.
This ain't judgment. A whole judgment.
Actually, judgment. Because let me tell you what. Jaden Wells was an avid Target shopper. I'm talking, had the app, had his regulars, picked up his creatine and his workout stuff, and would come home every Wednesday. He ain't been to Target since January. And if he can do it,
anybody can do it.
Because they don't got nothing that great that you can't get somewhere else.
Got to stop giving our
judgment.
In the camera. Got to stop giving our black dollars to businesses that don't want our money and don't support us. Exactly. Which, I mean, I know Target is not the only company or corporation that has done that. But
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
If you want to start everywhere too. Yeah. But do something.
I, for one, have not been. And I was an avid Target shopper. They had a tea that I liked, and I didn't realize that it was Target brand until after I stopped going to Target. So it's all good though. It's all good though.
That's what I'm saying. Stand for something. Get a backbone. That's why I judge. I hate backbonelessness.
Stand for something.
Then we can all just get along, people.
Hold up.
A backbone.
I gotta run back real quick because you said stand for something, and go back to RG3 real quick. Martin Luther King's daughter.
Oh yeah. I forgot that she had to get him up under one of his tweets.
Getting Red by Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Bernice.
Loser. That's why you got to go to war. Because are you joking?
In 2025, that's how you know you weird. That's how you know you weird. Activists have to come out and talk to you. But anyway, sorry, I had to. That made me think. I'm going to say that we was talking about RG3.
If you're watching, I have comments.
If you're watching,
I have comments on you personally that might not all need to be on the internet.
That's funny. Oh, okay. Well,
can't stand it.
Moving right along. I think this is our last random tidbit. It was about to get real different on here.
I can't stand them.
This you want to do this? Your random tidbit.
Oh, so Love Island. Is that no? I'm too far.
Yeah, one more.
I have my phone. Oh, so one of the TikTok trends that has been going around has been, what is your city's dreams and nightmares? So Dreams and Nightmares being the song by Meek Mill, where it was the anthem for Philadelphia for a long time. Still, maybe a little. I don't know about Philadelphia.
I would like to say I still don't know the words to that song.
And that's okay because you don't live there. And that is really my point. Okay. So the trend has become, what would be the dreams and nightmares of your city? So like when it comes on, the people who are from here and proud to be from here are like, oh, I know this. And they'll sing it, or they don't consider you that you're really from here until you know the song.
Oh.
So do you have one that you think would consider Kansas City's?
Definitely Thizzle Dance. I feel like maybe not. Well, maybe for the older crowd, I think Good Girls by Joe is one. Like if you two-step and stuff like that, the older crowd. I think that's the one.
I just like that song. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I've never considered it like
if you come Monday, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, sings it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
That's all I know.
So typically the ones that come and that they say for us is OG Stack a Dollar, because you have to know that by Fat Tone.
I do. I think that's the song that you told me I had to learn before.
Yes, because again, really it goes to the whole point of the trend.
Wait, hold on. How does it start? I know it, but I can't.
It starts OG, but I'm the. Oh, I can say name on the radio, and I'm back again.
Okay, yeah. I did. I was thinking that. I just couldn't think of what it was name.
It's the full red light.
Yeah, I got you.
So that one.
I don't know the words. Clearly, I'm not forgetting.
No, she's not. She's been here long enough that she should know the song.
I know the song. I just don't know the words.
Which is what you should know.
Okay, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better.
So that is one that comes up a lot. And actually on a lot of the TikToks that I've seen, that's what the people have been stitching it with.
Okay.
But also, I do agree, Thizzle Dance. And I saw a girl at Tacos and Tequila who Thizzle Dance was on, and she was the only one this way. And let me tell you something, the kids are losing recipes, because what do you mean that Mac Dre came on and people didn't immediately stop what they were doing and put a look on their face?
I was gonna say, I at least know to do that. So when I hear the
let me tell you
I know to do that.
There are about 4 songs in my life that will make me stop mid-conversation and I will immediately start dancing.
That's one?
It is. And what's funny is at my birthday party where I did the brunch and had the DJ and all that, I was in the middle of a conversation and that came on and I said, hold on real quick. And I never went back to that conversation. But that is exactly why.
Gotta go mess it up.
So yes, Thizzle Dance. It used to be No Hands, but then Waka Flocka went a little nuts.
That's where those are yours.
These are mine. Okay. Yeah, these are what get me to dance. Okay, gotcha. Not everybody. Thizzle Dance, No Hands, Freakily by Petey Pablo, which is consistently in my top 5 for Apple Music, and then Same Old Two Step. Those 4.
Okay.
So those are Janaé's dreams and nightmares, where any of those stop me in my tracks, and I'm like, oh, this is a song for Janaé.
I got you. Hold up. Because I know them often, but I want to say the right ones. Because I started, when you told me that you have songs that make you feel like a gangster, I started making like my own, these are my favorite songs.
There you go.
Like, that just make me feel a good day. So I just want to make sure. Oh, okay, yeah. So one is definitely, I said it before, They Know by Shawty Lo. That's my, and I'll pull up with that one. International Players Anthem. That is my song. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, It's Going Down by Young Jock. That is one of my favorite karaoke songs.
She's so serious.
I went to Tacos and Tequila, maybe, was that 2 years ago? And Young Jock, I had a time rapping that with Young Jock. In my face every day, asking me a question like, Jock, where you stay? I tell them College Park where they chop car. That's my karaoke song.
And
I'm
you
just
would
saying
think that she's from Atlanta. She is not.
I am not. I am not. But It's Going Down by Young Jock is my song. Those are my rap songs. And then people that don't know, I don't know if you know this, but Gypsy Woman, She's Homeless by Crystal Waters. That is also, I don't know why, that is my song. And then my last one, it's probably going to be a shocker to you all, but my mom and my siblings hate me for this song. Dancing Queen, I'm going crazy. I don't know why it's always been my song, but I love that song, and I'm going to have a time every time it comes on.
Good for you.
Love it. They was in their bag with that one. So, they was in their bag.
You know what's funny? I think that TV Off is making its way into my list like that.
Okay.
On my video from the concert where he comes on, I'm in my thing and I go, it's not enough. It's not enough. And I listened to that back and I said, yep. I said I stand by all of that because it's really not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Somebody gotta do it. So yes, that is. Oh no, we have one more random tidbit that's gonna lead into our topic today. So I'm gonna let my co-host take that.
So Love Island has taken over the nation, not the full nation, because she does not watch it.
I just can't get into it. I'm sorry, guys. I tried.
It's such a shame.
I'm ready for it to be over. I'm tired of seeing it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That is the thing.
Is it
ends
over?
On Sunday.
Oh, look
the finale is Sunday. By the time this comes out, it'll be over.
Well, yes.
And let me tell you something. Huda from Love Island, if you're watching, you will never see $100,000 if I and my votes have anything to do with it.
Wait, so y'all actually vote like American Idol? Like y'all vote?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See,
that is why it has taken over the nation.
The nation.
Somebody asked me yesterday, they was like, can I call you? I said, in 30 minutes when I'm done watching Love Island.
Do you live vote?
You have an hour.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or 2 hours, give or take. And so you can't vote on everything. So they get to vote on some stuff, but then America gets to vote on some stuff. And you get to vote on who your most and least favorite people are. And sometimes the least favorite people go home that night.
Oh.
And that is the thing. So with it, it's only happening like 1 or 2 days before it's on TV.
Oh, okay.
So it's live for the most part, give or take. But people have been asking me like what it is. So basically, a group of people go to an island in Fiji and try to find love. And so it's very pretty. They got to walk around in swimsuits all day long, which I'm all set. They got to do weird challenges where they kiss a lot of strangers.
The challenges be a lot.
Yeah, I'm all set on that too. But then where their concept is different is they bring in bombshells who are specifically there to break up some couples. And so sometimes that's what happens.
Oh my God. That's so messy.
And so I love mess. And so that's a big part of it. And then during the middle, so there's some people that I'm like locked in. This is my person.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. In the middle, they split the girls and the boys up and they send them and they bring in 5 new people for everybody. And so those people are there to be like, hey, you might like him, but you could like me more. And that is their whole purpose. It's a great show.
It'd be a lot going on.
But also, it's really like it's very much a social experiment because you see so many different types of relationships. Like there was at one point where somebody was like, this is basically just dating, because there was one boy who you could tell really didn't like this girl as much as she liked him. There was another girl who was like, he checks all my boxes, but the guy was like, but I don't want to be exclusive. We just gonna see where this goes.
Dang.
Yeah, there was another guy who was like, well, I think you cool, but my boundaries, I ain't finna kiss you. Like, it's a whole bunch of different stuff where, you know me, these niggas are terrible. So it was a whole lot of stuff like that. But then also, the women really weren't that great either. And there's one, this may be controversial, and I hope it's not. Respectfully, to all the parents, I think you guys do great. However, I don't want any more parents on Love Island. I really don't. Because there's one Huda who will never see my money. I wanted you out of my villa for a couple weeks now. But she is a single mom.
Okay.
And she was super weird about it. So she told all the girls, which sure, didn't want to tell any of the boys, which again, I get. sort of.
One of the contestants was a single mom. Okay.
Yes. Well, she's still a mom.
My bad.
And so I get her being like, I don't want them to prejudge me for being a mom and then nobody wants to get to know me. Sure. However,
you need to tell somebody you got kids.
And she eventually did. And you could see when she told him, you could see him kind of immediately flip.
Yeah.
Which again, I understand your reasoning. But also, your daughter's 5. Why are you not at home? Throwing her, she missed her birthday to be on this show.
Oh, wow.
You missed your birthday to come on this show and smash 2 men on TV. You got some different priorities. I'm not a big fan. But even with all that aside, she's still nuts. And she, on this television, has already crashed out about this one man and was going all off and was doing a whole bunch of stuff. And then when people would be like, hey, you tripping? She'd be like, well, no, I'm just a girl's girl and we gonna get you off of my island real fast. If you, I'm pretty sure that tonight they are going to do who the last 4 couples are.
You're not selling me on watching this show. I just want you to know that.
I'm not doing a great explanation of why you should watch it, but literally the fact that she is on it is why you should watch it because it's good TV. Oh, Lord. And if you want to see people fall in love, watch last season because they really did.
Okay.
This season has been pure mess. Nobody really started liking each other until 4 days ago. And,
how long they been on this island?
I think they're there for 32 episodes worth, 33 episodes worth. And it comes on basically every day, so almost a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there's so many. So besides that, they just really haven't done a good job with casting this season because they've done nobody's social media checks. 2 people got kicked off the island for saying racial slurs before they was ever in Fiji.
Oh, my God.
It's nuts. It's fantastic television. It will be back next summer, and you should watch it.
Maybe
but it's so interesting to see like people's dynamics and how they are when they're called out. And so that is really what brought us to the topic that we're in today, because one of the things that really kind of stirred up on social media was one of her friends was coupled up with this other boy, and they've been coupled up since day one, they've been coupled up ish back and forth since day one. They both like each other. Everybody knows that. One of the staple challenges they do is called the heart rate challenge. And basically you come down and you do a twerk show and you try to raise people's heart rate. And so you go to people individually
this is
and
crazy.
You twerk and dance on them to try to raise their heart rate. So the problem was, girl who allegedly has a nighttime dancer pass. I don't know if that's true or not. It's alleged.
Nighttime dancer passes.
But she went and did a full out show on somebody else's man. Okay. Not her own.
Okay.
Someone else's. And from that, the girl was just like, oh, I don't really mess with you. That's crazy. Why would you do that? And of course, with TV, they edit it different. And so you didn't really find out until like after the fact and people were cutting down the clip. And it was like, no, she was twerking on his face. Like, exactly. And so even yesterday, one of the couples that got voted out was like, no, that's what she did. And they were like, no, she was very valid to feel how she felt and be like, no, that was crazy. And that was the thing where she got called out and she was like, no, I didn't like that. I really don't want to talk to you right now. She was like, it was just a challenge. I'm a girl's girl, blah, 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 blah. And I think that a lot of people are misusing the term girl's girl because one, if you know that this is mine, why would you do that? And that was nuts. And so today, but you should still watch it. Today, our topic is friendship and all the things that go along with that. So,
twerking on somebody's man's face
is nuts
on TV.
Because first of all, I'll fight you. Island or not, we just got to square up at this point. Are you crazy? Are you
on TV
crazy? Even if this not my official boyfriend, but you know I like him, you know he likes me. Are you joking?
On TV.
Yeah, and so they had to edit that part out, so you don't actually see that, but you see people standing up and you see her readjusting and turning to a different angle. Girl, I'll punch you in your face. Are you kidding? I'll punch you right now.
Yeah, that's.
But
not doing a good job of making me want to watch. But
you should watch it.
I try to watch it again.
Watch some TikTok clips.
I try to watch it again.
So, first question to you.
Oh, I gotta go first. Okay.
I mean, I can go first, but I've been talking for a minute, so
okay.
We should switch it. So, do you have a definition of girl's girl? If you do, what is it? And then, do you think that you are one?
Okay, because
I was like, okay. You had these questions.
I did, and I looked at them, but I tried not to come with a pre-answer. You know, okay, a girl's girl. I think a girl's girl is somebody that is supportive of their friends, or just, I mean, not of their friends, but just supportive of women, with stipulations. I have to say with stipulations. So being supportive, being honest, being able to tell your friend, or I guess I'm gonna say friends because we're talking about friendship. Being able to tell your friend, like, if something is wrong, if something is bothering you, if something in the relationship is not connecting, and then also being able to receive that back. But yeah, so I would say I'm a girl's girl. That's with the stipulations.
I'm weak.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would agree. What's funny is I think I'm on record in my phone somewhere saying, well, I'm not the most girlsiest in the world, because some of you women are annoying. I don't enjoy you. Like,
I don't enjoy you.
I don't enjoy you. Like, I think that's kind of my thing. So as I've been like watching and tweeting the show, like there'll be stuff where I'm like, no, this is stupid. Like, and I think that some people are just like, when you're a girl's girl, you got to be all for the girls, the women's rights and wrongs.
Okay, that's why I said with stipulations. That's why I said with stipulations.
Because y'all be ridiculous. And
sometimes.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think the supportive part is good. But also I think it's hard because majority of my friends are dudes. So I've had to be a girl's girl in a limited capacity because it's just a couple of us. Yeah. But
that's why I said with stipulations, because I feel like when it comes to the supportive part, yes. But with stipulations, because don't keep telling me the same stuff over and over if you're not going to do nothing to change it.
Right. I feel that.
Yeah.
But see, I feel that just as a baseline for anybody.
Yeah. But you know, it's...
Fix it or shut up.
It'd be different when it's with... We was just kind of talking about this. It'd be different with your homegirls and in relationships. For sure. So, yeah.
For sure. No.
Yeah.
There was somebody who I was driving yesterday and they had called it into the radio and it was a clip. And the question was, if your homegirl was cheating on her man, are you going to tell her that she's wrong?
Absolutely.
And see, the lady on the radio was like, no. She was like, no. She said, because that's my friend and everybody done been there, which...
No, they have not.
I was like, whoa, radio lady, don't put that on everybody. And she said, my only thing is just don't tell them you at my house. Don't put me in your lie. Well, or, however, maybe just be like, hey, don't do that. I don't know.
No, and this is why I say with stipulations. I would tell you you're wrong. And if you continue that, I would probably distance myself. I have stopped being friends with someone for doing that. Well, they weren't cheating, but they were actively
participating.
Yeah. And we didn't get into a scuffle, not a scuffle. Why would I say scuffle? No. We didn't get into it because they were doing that. It was, well, I guess we did. I was like, morally, this is not right. And then it was a whole bunch of stuff. Well, you feel this way because of this. And then we just kind of stopped being friends behind that. But yeah, I definitely would say. That's why I say with stipulation. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you when you're wrong.
Yeah, I feel like girl's girl is, a phrase that just kind of like popped up on the scene and got super popular. Yeah. And so nobody really knows what it means. But it's just like, no, I'm nice to girls.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Exactly. It's like, sure. But also, I don't like all of you guys.
Yeah.
And I think that that's okay to say too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2.
What are their thoughts? What do you think is a girl's girl? Or a boy's boy? I don't know. We got a mixed audience. Whatever. What do you think? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. Question number 2. Do you have friendship red flags? Where if somebody does you like, I actually don't want to be your friends.
Oh. Yes. Okay, so, and this is probably most in recent years. If every time I'm with you, a situation arises or I'm brought into something because you're into something and I'm brought into it because of your association, my association with you, it's a no for me. Too much. Yeah, it's a no for me. We can't be friends because you got a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's draining.
I don't want to do that.
Especially for somebody if I'm not in the mix like that. So if we're together, if every time me and you go out, Janaé, and it's about to be a boxing match, or
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Please don't think that I'm fighting for you. Look in the camera. Please don't put me in a fight. I won't be doing.
Or every time we go out, then in a couple days later, I'm getting a phone call or text message. Hey, did you do such? No, what? No, just because I was with you. Yeah, no, it's a no. It's a no for me.
That's nuts.
It's a no for me.
Oh, I would be on edge all the time.
That's a red flag.
My anxiety would be crazy.
Yeah.
My red flags are complainers. I just can't. I always say I live my life at an 8 because I try to have a good day. Everything, might not be going great. Sometimes it goes down. It's not always the best day, but it's an 8. I try to be, pretty positive. If every time we go somewhere you find something wrong with everything, what do we do? Yeah. Smile. Smile. Let me go get a nigga at the gas station and be like, hey, smile more. It's too much. I can't do it. I'll never understand it because everything can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And that's really how I feel. Everything can't be that bad. For you to find something with everywhere, no matter the situation, somebody else picked it, you picked it, no. Yeah. I'm all set.
I think another one, you just made me think of another one. Not showing up for you, but want you to show up for everything they do. Yeah. And I say that as somebody who has a lot of events or has a lot of things going on. Like, you never come to one of my shows. Right. You never come to one of my events. But as soon as I can't make one of yours, it's a problem. Red flag. I get the social anxiety, but you got about 3 invitations before I stop inviting you.
Those are my least favorite. I think, and then also, I guess I don't necessarily know how to phrase it, but like people who are mean to people and then just kind of expect you to roll with it. And I say that knowing that like I speak aggressively, but not mean. So like I remember having to talk to people about the 10-second rule, and it's like, hey, if there's something somebody can't fix in 10 seconds, you don't need to point it out. Yeah. Because now all you've done is made them uncomfortable for the rest of the day with something that they can't fix. And I personally, as a 29-year-old woman, don't feel like I need to be teaching grown people not to be rude to people. Yeah. To me, that's one of the biggest red flags in people. Yeah. That I'll never understand.
A lot of people forget the golden rule. We learned that in kindergarten, preschool, even, and just treat people how you want to be treated.
And that's crazy to me. And I remember seeing that and being like, why would you say that to her? Like, so if I ever have to say, why would you say that to her? Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, especially not going out.
Okay, who is the worst movie or TV best friend, or one or a few?
Ooh. As someone who's come for show as girlfriends, I have to explore the dynamics of their friendship because Tony Childs, they weren't great. And it wasn't just singularly her, like, but I would say she was probably up there as the worst from season 1 to season 8, 7, 8, whatever. She showed up to Jones' party with her ex-boyfriend. That's how we started it off.
I only watched it all the way through one time.
Then she tried to sleep with her ex-boyfriend. Then they went to church and they prayed and all of that. But yeah, Tony Childs is up there.
Wasn't a fan.
Not a fan at all. Mm-hmm. But they kind of were all horrible at some point. They were all horrible at some point. But Tony Childs probably takes the cake.
And that's probably the dynamic of people. Yeah. But no, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
When I was making these, I was driving, and then when I stopped and went in, the movie that was on was Princess Diaries. Her best friend was awful. Mia Thermopolis' best friend. You should watch the movie if you haven't in a while.
Yeah. I was trying to remember.
But basically, her friend was mad that she found out she was a princess.
What you want me to do?
You mad at her genetics? Like, and she was so mad. She was a hater. She was the worst.
Oh, the Cheetah Girls. They were awful.
They were not.
They were awful.
Every time. They was mad at her because she wanted to rehearse. You were in.
We got to rehearse. To win. We gotta
to win, and you want to kick it with a dude you just met. You want to go draw some clothes. You want to go kick it with a girl you just met.
We trying to win the festival.
We're trying to win, and you don't want to sing. We're here to sing.
You got to rehearse. Why do we rehearse?
And now when she's on a train going to France, now you want to be all like, she left? Of course she left.
Yes, she left because y'all wasn't serious. I'm trying to win a festival over here, and y'all want to kick it in Barcelona.
Yes. But however, if we go back to the first movie, she was not great.
She was not great.
She was not good. So no one was great in the whole series.
See, at different points.
Yeah, however, right.
At different points, somebody is terrible.
She was not good.
She wasn't the great.
Molly and Issa weren't great in Insecure.
I need to rewatch Insecure because I always hear I don't know, it was just a wow, but I remember I always hear people talk about their friendship discourse in the course of their friendship, but I need to go back and watch it because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it's actually very interesting because they have a lot of stuff that comes up, and it kind of goes into our next question because they have a lot of conflicts, and I feel like they don't deal with it well.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of things where they'd be like, "Nah, she bugged me, so you talking to somebody else."
Yeah.
And that was the thing. So how do you deal with conflicts inside of friend groups?
Inside a friend group, like not my conflict, but
it can be either. So if you have an issue with one of your friends, or if in your group of friends, two people have an issue, and then it's causing tension, how you deal with that?
So that's happened before where two of my friends had conflict and it was causing tension within the group. And honestly, we just tried to get them to talk a lot, like either talk or if we in the same place, like y'all not just gonna not speak to each other. So hear it, but not picking a side, staying neutral, but still being able to be like, okay, well, this is where you were wrong, this is where you were wrong, but y'all need to talk. If it's my conflict, I will admit, and I'm getting better at it. It takes me a while to say something because a lot of times I'm that type of person where it's like, it wasn't that deep, it just roll off, it wasn't that deep. But then when it start getting too deep, it's like, okay, I gotta say something. And so I'll say something, and then like hopefully the conversation goes well. If the conversation doesn't go well, then it's like, okay, let me bring it up again. And then after that, it's just kind of like, okay, so are we still gonna be friends or we not? Because something's not being met on either side. Yeah. So
see, I'm the same with, I take a long time to say something. Yeah. But for different reasons. So I guess because typically with me, when something bothers me, it hurts my feelings. Yeah. And so I'm sad, and so I'm just like, okay, I don't want to talk about this or can't talk about this right now. And so like even in a situation I just had, I don't think I brought it up until like a couple weeks later, and I said, I understand that this has been a minute. I said, but it's been bugging me for a while. Yeah. And I think sometimes could be different things. Like it might take me a minute to get the words together to be like, this is how I feel. This is why I feel this way. But then also kind of sometimes feeling like that, being like, maybe it's not that deep. Maybe I don't need to address it. But I don't know. For the recent things that have happened, it's been like, okay, no, this is this deep to me because it was a situation that I had never encountered with anything like that. So I was like, no, it is that deep, but because it is that deep, how do I address it with the amount of care that it needs? Because this has been my friend for 15 years, and then this situation isn't big enough to be like, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. So, but I also know that I have an avoidant personality because I'm in therapy and we talk about that all the time. Yeah. When I have conflict, I'll be like, I just don't want to talk about it. Yeah. So I get that. I don't know. When other people have conflict in friend groups, I've only experienced that a couple of times, and it was easy to just keep it separate because I was the nucleus on how the people knew each other. Gotcha. So it wasn't two people that have been friends for a long time and now they have a problem. It was this girl that my friend brought in has a problem with me. Oh, and so I remember my friend being like, no, I don't like the way she talks to me. And I was like, got it. Valid. You only had to tell me that one time. And I dealt with that because this was another one of my friends who we've been friends for 15 years. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I know that it takes you a minute to get to that. Yeah. So got it. You never have to feel like that anymore from somebody that I have brought in to interact with you.
I got you.
So I was like, got it. We gonna
figure it out.
Exactly. And we made that change, and now there's been no issues as far as I know.
Well, that's good.
Yes. So how do you know when it's time to end a friendship?
I think it's, when it's time to end a friendship, where, especially in conflict, if you clearly address something and you state that something's wrong and it's completely ignored, I think there's no grounds for there. When somebody tells you to your face that, like, I'm not gonna respect your boundaries, or it's done, it's done, we don't have nothing to talk about after that, or when there is a conflict and things are coming back to you from people that you have not talked to, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
So we're done. There's nothing for us to talk about. Yeah. Or you put me in a position where I feel like I have to defend my character because of things that are being said. No.
I get that.
No.
See, I don't know. You're very mature. I feel like I've silently ended friendships where I was just kind of like, I don't really want to do that anymore. And I just kind of let it fizzle out.
Yeah.
And I remember I had dinner with one of my friends, and I was just like, hey, so usually it's a couple of us. I don't want to hang out with anybody else besides just you now. And so
I think that's okay to say.
Yeah. And so she basically was like, well, do you think it's worth having a conversation? I said, honestly, not really. I said, because to me, that just seems like it'd be a negative conversation. Like, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, why would I do that? Yeah. Like, because I was like, for me, what I feel like is we're just fundamentally two different people.
Yeah.
And
fundamentally
two different people. I when I'm with my friends, I am sometimes my happiest, and like I feel refreshed after I leave them.
Same.
When I'm with somebody who I feel drained after I leave,
I don't want to be around.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it. It doesn't click. And it cracks me up because, when people be like, girls go to Miami and then they fall out. I had never understood that until it happened to me. And I was just like, oh.
That is so
I was like, you'd go out of town with somebody and you'd be like, actually?
And it's so funny
that
you say that, because me and my best friend, we've been friends since we were 9. Mm. We went to Miami for a week and we had the time of our lives. And we're still friends.
Right.
Like, that's my dog. That's what's my so sibling at this
is
point.
Like, I go out of town with my friends all the time, and I've only ever had one person that was a problem. And I was just like, going back to the how do you know, or like red flags, I think when other people have no like friendship connection, or like seeing the things that you see, that's when it's like,
that's a good one. Yeah. When people or after you have ended that friendship, and then those people that were not in it, they're like, I was just waiting.
I was ready to do it too.
Yeah. It's like, dang. Or they're like, oh, I was just waiting for you to figure it out for yourself. It's like, dang, like how long did everybody else,
right?
But people see better on the outside looking in.
And I was just about to say that. I was gonna say, I've had somebody be like, well, you can see when something's not right, and so other people can see when something's not right too. Yeah. So I remember all of the situations where I was like, I'm gonna be absolutely done with this, happened very similar at a similar time period. And I just remember people being like, no, they weren't very friendly. Like I didn't enjoy that. And so I was like, okay.
Same.
Like, got it.
Same. I have my few said people is like, I'll ask advice, and I know when all said people is a unanimous it's like, oh, okay, well.
But I also think it's so interesting because I've had people in friendships with me with no words, and so some of them I'm confused by, some of them I'm not. There's one that I'm confused by, and I'm just always like, wonder what happened there.
Oh,
because I'm just like, I don't know. And that one stinks because that was one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we were best friends, to just say nothing, I'll never understand that. Sometimes I think about going to her house and being like, hey, what happened?
Yeah. And it's crazy that you say that. Is one that happened to me once. I had a friend and we just kind of fell out. Not fell out, like not like there was conflict. It just, life was busy. I moved, she moved, and it was like, I would reach out and then it'd be a couple of days and there would be no, then there'd be a response. Or she would reach out and then we wouldn't respond. And then one day I was just like, you know what? I'm going to call her. And I called her. We was on the phone for like 6 hours. Like, I kid you not, 6 hours. It was like, hey, man, let's not let this much time go by anymore. I know life gets busy. I know you over here. I know I'm over here. But like, this relationship still matters to me, and you matter to me, and I know you may be going through stuff or I'm going through stuff, but we need to make sure that we stay connected. So nice. In our, like, and we're like, after that conversation, it was back to, that's my dog.
Locked in.
Yeah, that's locked in. So sometimes it just is a matter of life. Yeah. Life is happening and you lose touch and you lose contact with people.
And see, that is kind of how I felt with that situation. Like, I figured that might be what it was. But then when we went back for our, like, high school reunion, she was on one of my people to reach out to. And so I just reached out and was like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. Are you interested in coming? Yes or no? Da 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 da. And she left me on red, but told one of the other girls that she didn't want to come.
Yeah, that's weird.
So now you've made a conscious decision to not talk to me. Yeah. And so that's when I was like, okay, so this is something. Yeah. Yes. But so I feel like if that hadn't happened, I might do that. But now I was like, well, no, this is intentional for us to not talk. So I was like, okay, kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah. But there's some things that come up that I'd be like, this is the only person that would understand why this is either exciting or terrible. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like as a grown up, I've had more friendship fallouts than I would have expected.
Definitely as an adult, I think that we don't like coming out of college. When you come out of college, people always say that, oh, these are the friendships that are gonna last forever. But then nobody ever tells you, like, when you start navigating adulthood, relationships, friendships, some of those friendships fall by the wayside, or some people just don't have the wherewithal to balance all of those things, and so something falls off, which I think that nobody prepared. I never could have prepared going through a friend breakup the way that I did in my adulthood, but it is what it is.
To be fair, my mother she's a big person that's like, some people are just in your life for a season.
Same. Like, so, my mom says that too. My mom says that too. And then being on the other side of that, you're like, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I get that. Like, and then I guess kind of the same. So I came out of college, and I don't know if I ever felt like we was like locked in for life or anything like that. But those were my friends. Yeah. And the way that friendship breakdown happened was shocking, because it was just like, I felt like I found out a bunch of information at one thing. Yeah. Like being at somebody's birthday and being like, oh no, we're all going on a trip together. Yeah. You're not invited, but thanks for coming to spend money for my birthday.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And then for somebody to be like, well, you can still come. Why would I?
Yeah, I hadn't already paid. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah. And I'm a very big person. I'm never coming to something I wasn't invited to initially. Yeah. Because what are you talking about?
I think a lot of people like to say that communication is the biggest fixer of that, but also you have to be receptive. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people are as receptive as they think. Or also, there's also a lot of people that like to say, set boundaries. You need to be better at setting boundaries with people until you set boundaries with them. Right. And that
they're like, why are you acting like that?
It's like, no.
Boundary.
Yeah, boundary. Yeah. And so I think that also aids in people growing apart and separating, because just because I was cool with something in 2012 don't mean I'm cool in 2024. It doesn't even have to be that bad. I could be cool with something right now. Right. And not cool.
And next week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think that people don't like to adjust. And that's, my mom always says since I was a teenager, like, you don't like change. Like, it takes you a minute to adjust. Understood. So me taking that thought process and applying it to other people, like, people don't like change. You're not used to sticking up for yourself. When you do,
now
it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You're not used to saying things, like you said, saying things as quickly or you're saying things quicker than you used to. It takes some adjustment, because like, damn, like you I get it.
Yeah. No, my thing is always like, whenever somebody does something to me that I would never think to do to them, that's when I'm always like, this, you don't respect me, I'm all set. Oh. And that's how I deal with friends, that's how I deal with men, that's how I deal with family. It's like, I would never think to do that to you. The fact that you could do that to me and then expect everything to be all kosher after that, you don't really know me. Yeah. And that's okay. Because now you get to.
Not only do you not really know me, but so many people don't believe in common courtesy.
Yeah.
And they move like that. And I'm like you. If before I make a decision, like, how would I feel if this was done to me? We were just talking about that. Yeah. How would I feel if this was done to me? I would have a feeling about this. I would be upset. I would cut it off. So let me not do that. Yep. And I think more people need to move, like, just, you don't have, I'm not saying base your life off of other people's decisions or anything like that, but take into consideration, if what you're about to do, if it was done to you, how would you feel? Yep. And if you would feel terrible or you would feel bad, then maybe don't do that.
And I think just move that way. I said yesterday.
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, I say all the time, I feel like people know who to play with. Yeah. I'm going to make sure you know that it's not me. Yeah. And that's really kind of how I act in all facets of my life, is because I typically try to lead with so much care and stuff like that. When somebody shows me that they don't care about me, got it. I'm going to show you exactly the definition of not caring about somebody, because I would never do that. Yeah. And so I feel like you were saying, a lot of people don't know how to do healthy boundaries and things like that. Okay, I'm going to show you some unhealthy ones. I have no problem. I'm still in therapy.
I'm gonna show you some unhealthy ones. It's crazy.
I'm going to. I told you somebody texted me this morning at 8 a.m. and told me I was mean. Yeah. You know why? Because I have shown him boundaries. Like,
you have to. As somebody who struggled in the past with setting boundaries, you have to, because people will walk all over you. Not only walk all over you, but one thing that I'm learning is that my free time is not synonymous with my availability. And so I have to do t-shirt. And so I have to set boundaries or I will be exhausted. Yeah. Because I am an older sibling, I tend to go above and beyond. I feel like I have to take care of everybody. And even now I have to learn, your siblings are grown. Like, my siblings are not kids. I don't have to do that. And so I have to, not that with them, but I'm saying I have to take that in every aspect of my life, and like, no, I have to set a boundary. At work, I'm so good. I'm so much better at work. No, no,
I don't want to do that.
I don't have the time. Yeah. My free time is not synonymous with my availability. Yeah. It had to, and I have to get comfortable with saying no. I used to hate, I don't want to say no. I would say maybe no. I'm gonna say no now because it's definite, complete sentence. I don't have to do it. No. I don't want to.
I get that. I think I still struggle with that.
Oh, it's so free.
Like, I'm very good at, I don't want to do that. I'm not great at no all the time. Yeah. I've
gotten so much better at it, simply because I don't want to be exhausted. Like, no.
Yeah. I feel that.
No.
I feel that.
See? No. It's great. But I think that was, my notes closed. I think that was our last question. That was our last question. Oh, y'all got some extra time today.
So, in summation, watch Love Island. Don't. Huda, you will not be getting money from my villa. Set boundaries with your friends. Set boundaries with your family. Yeah. Put yourself and your peace first, or something like that. Yeah. That doesn't sound as aggressive.
I think that was okay aggressive. Okay. I think that was okay aggressive. Yeah, set boundaries. And stick to them. Don't just set them and be like, no, stick to them. Stick to them. We learning. Everybody's learning.
Stop shopping at Target. I am judging.
Yeah, stop.
RG3, get off television. I don't think I have anything else.
All right. Well.
But also, having friends is great. I feel like we talked about negative friend stuff. Having friends is great. We are friends. That's how we're here. Even though she used to hate me.
Oh! We're never going to get through an episode without you saying that.
Did I say it last time?
I think you did. I think you did.
2 for 2.
I'm tired. I know you said it like 3 times during our pre-show.
Yeah, I did.
So, anyway, yes, we're friends. We need to have a healthy friend discussion, bring our friends on the show. Yeah. I don't know. We need to do something like that. But yeah.
We're going to ask questions tomorrow at Jungle Juice Olympics.
Yeah.
We need topics for the show.
Yeah. So, speaking of topics for the shows, as we wrapping up, make sure y'all keep sending us topics on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I was trying to think.
Text us.
Send
us an email.
Yeah, email.
We do have an email.
We do. We have an email. It'll be down in the description with all the links to our social media platforms. I'm trying to think. Follow us. Send us topics. I'm trying to think what else am I missing.
Answer the questions. What are your friendship red flags?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the verdict? How do you feel about RG3? How do you feel about WNBA basketball?
Yeah.
All the things.
Talk to us in the chat. We respond. Keep subscribing. Get our subscribers up. We gonna keep throwing out content. I don't think I have anything else. I'm trying to think. I'll be missing stuff. Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, we will see you next time. Peace.